Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. It's just an out and about in Toronto. It's the Toronto Harbour Front. So I am off on a day off. I just took some time off. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining. And I am just sharing with you while I'm about in the city. I'm just sharing with you some amazing views of my out and about. So I may not, I would get back to everyone. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Louisa, Cook with Sandy. Thank you for joining. I'm just showing you the scenery of what it looks like from the Toronto side. So this is the city of Toronto, and I'm here. You call here, this is the harbour front, the main and great harbour. And I'm just out. I took my one of my elder daughter. We out on a date. While I took the time off, I said, today we have a date, and I keep my commitment with her, and we just decide to chill. So one of the places I decide to come and review and take a chill with her is the Toronto Harbour Front. So welcome everyone. I'll take you further on. You'll see some interesting sights. In case there's some work going on higher up, so I may just have my volume off when we reach that. But I am grateful. It's a beautiful day. It's a day to celebrate. It's a day we are alive and well. We are in the land of the living. A lot of people didn't make it today. Welcome, Jamaican Queen. Welcome. I am out and about in Toronto today. So I am just showing you the harbour front, right? I'm just showing you it's in Toronto. Welcome, Nam, welcome, right? I'm just showing you. Please remember to double tap the screen. So I'm out and about in Toronto, and I'm just showing you the great harbour front. Just walking along the harbour. So I took the opportunity to do a live so that you all could, enjoy with me. That was just the purpose of this live. And welcome everyone. Welcome. I may take out the volume at a certain time when I encounter, disturbance or when I encounter noise. But this is my walk along the Great Harbour that I'm sharing with you guys. Take a look of what it is. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit chilly because we are in the fall season, and but I take the opportunity to just, clear your mind, your thoughts, to be in the great outdoors, and to just do something. I took my elder daughter and I on a date. We just out today from home because I took a few days off, and I'm just out, just being in the city of Toronto. And this is where you call the harbour front. So any visit, or in the summer, every time it's nice. Some people run, they walk. It's a good place to just focus, to just be out in the outdoors and just enjoy the things of nature. Life is fleeting, and I've come to realize, we just make the best of what we have. Better days are ahead. Tomorrow is not promised. So these are one of the things I came out to share with you all, where I'm at, what I'm doing, and just to show you all the beautiful views. You see, it's fall, so you have the green trees, and now turning, their colors would eventually change to this brightish, you see this nice orange color ahead of me, or album, whatever you call it, and then they change and they fall. And I've come to realize that fall is one of my seasons, because in life there are times when things would fall, and no matter what you're facing, it's not permanent. Some things have to fall so new things could take its place. And in the season that you're going in at, when things fall from your life, sometimes we are disappointed. Sometimes we are heartbroken. But the fall occurs for a reason, because everything has its time, its place, and its season. So the leaves would fall off from the tree because they would not be useful for winter, right? That's another season. So I've come to appreciate the small things of life, the little things of life. I've come to appreciate just the pleasure of being on the great outdoors today, just taking in some sights and some sounds, just being out here. Well, hello, hello, welcome everyone. Just appreciating life and the small things of life. Out here, you don't have to spend money, you don't have to, have the greatest of everything, but just a little. It's important. Here is another beautiful photo. Look at the trees again, you know. Look at how beautiful they look, right? And this I'm at Harbour Front. As I mentioned, this is Harbour Front, Toronto. I'm just here, just capturing some scenes and some sights and just take a walk. It is important. I've come to realize whatever you do it with love, with great intent, and keep focus. Whatever the pain you may have in this season, trouble does not last always. So no matter what you're going through today, tomorrow it would be different, right? It wouldn't remain the same. But in spite of, we thank God for all that He is doing and all that He continues to do for us. So welcome everyone. I'm just showing you where I'm at currently. What I'm taking in the sights and sounds of the Harbour Front. That is in Toronto, Canada. So for those of you who intend to visit Toronto, or this is a nice place to just come and be, just taking the sights, the sounds, and of nature. It's a nice place. It's from the bustle. It is within the heart of the city, but yet away. So it's a nice place that you come, and just chill out. You could walk, you could run. I'm seeing lovers on the trail. I'm seeing just people just chilling, be it from their lunch break or whatever break. I myself, I took some days off work just to recuperate, just to think, just to recharge. It's part of mental health. These are things that you actively take some time and you say to inhale and exhale. It's not always work, money, 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 money. Sometimes we need to take a break wherever you are. You make it beautiful. Life is beautiful. We are thankful for life. We have gotten another day. A lot did not make it. A lot of people, no matter if they are sick, whatever is the problem, life is beautiful, and make the best of life, and welcome everyone. As I said, I'm sharing with you all. I took the time today and I'm out on the beautiful Harbour Front of Toronto. It's in the city, but yet still away from the city. And it reminds me of life. Sometimes you're in a problem. You're in a jam. You're in the middle of the jam. But despite that, you have peace. Here, this bird decided, he wants to join me on the walk. So it's welcome. Let's go. Despite, the situation and what we may face, we may be in it, but the peace of mind takes us away from it, and our focus, is not as directly on what we are experiencing and what we are going through at the moment. So take some time to just be outdoors, to just enjoy, whether it's your company, your spouse company, your company alone, you're out there alone, your children, whatever it is. So I am in Toronto and it's called the Harbour Front, and I'm showing you my sights, my views. Welcome everyone. I'm seeing everyone's comment, but because I am holding on to the phone, I'm not, actively. Yes, it looks good, and there's a lovely breeze. Don't talk about the breeze, and I feel so renewed and refreshed, I realize I've been missing so much, just, being indoors, just, thinking, you're waiting for that big trip, you're waiting to travel to, to see some other place. But look how small this is, and yet so rewarding. So nothing in life you say, oh, it's small and it's not important. Look, I take some days off work, and I decide, okay, my daughter and I, we had to come on my older daughter, let's come on a date. So she's out there reading her book and sitting by the lake, and I decide to share with my viewers and my prospective viewers. Welcome everyone. Thank you for the love. And Famous would know exactly where this is. Famous it would be downtown all the time. This is the Harbour Front, the great Harbour Front, and I am now in what you call the Harbour Square West Park. So it's a park, it's a trail, you have lovers, you have people on their lunch break like me. I'm on a vacation break and I'm just enjoying the sights and songs. Oh, welcome Journey, welcome. I'm at Harbour Front today. I decided I want to come on my daughter and I had a date, and I decide to come here, and she's sitting on the side or at the other side, reading a book, and I decide, I'm going to share with my viewers and prospective viewers the beautiful Harbour Front. And as I was saying earlier on, sometimes we look for, that great vacation where we travel out far and we count it as, that's what you have to go far. You have, wherever you are, make the best of it. Wherever you are, be grateful. It's things, seasons change. Troubles does not last always. Right, so welcome everyone and thank you for viewing. I am on the Harbour Front, looking at sights and songs and building and just the lake, the beautiful water. You look at this boat, it's called Empress of Canada, and each and every one of you are Empress and in your own right, and the boats are here on the harbour. This one is City Cruises, this one is Odyssey Toronto, and I am here on the beautiful Harbour Front showing you some of the sights, some of the things, and there are people on the boat having lunch, I'm seeing, and just taking in some of the sights, some of the the features, some of the vastness and richness of the city. I'm just making my day count. It is important, that whatever we do it from a grateful standpoint. We are alive, we are well, we are in the land of the living. A lot of people did not make it today. In the background, you can hear the sirens, because there are various hospitals a little way from here. I don't know if you ever heard of the CN Tower. This is one of the biggest freestanding building in the world. So the building I'm showing you above with what looked like the ball, and then you could see right on higher up on top, this is CN Tower, the world highest freestanding, one of the world highest freestanding building. That's the CN Tower. See? So I'm showing you some of the colors, some of the buildings, some of the sites. Look at the Empress, standing tall and beautiful like she is, and as she deserved to stand, right? And this is the Harbour Front. So I'm just sharing, that is the number 1 New York Quarry. That's just the Harbour Square. And there's a airport not far from here, which is called Billy Bishop. So if I see another plane, passing by, I would share with you. So there's a lot of great things, So this is what I call a staycation. You're not going anywhere. I stay at home where I am in my city, and I'm enjoying the vastness and the richness of the city, bit by bit. So welcome everyone. Thank you for viewing. I'm sharing. This is in Toronto. This is called the Harbour Front. The park is called the Harbour Square Park. And I took some days off. I'm using as a staycation. And I'm just decided today, one of the I would come to Harbourfront, so I would stay along a bit and just enjoy this, the water, the sights, the sound. Just look at the trees because fall is approaching. So you would see the leaves are changing from green to some into yellow and some into that nice auburn color. You know, see, would tend to see that occurring, and I'm just sharing with you guys my walk on my staycation. I'm sharing the views and the beauty and the richness, and it's good for me to walk and just taking some of that healthy breeze and just being outdoors. Sometimes we have to take time to smell the roses. You have to take time. So today I'm smelling the water, and the breeze. So I didn't see any roses here, and I don't expect to see any rose here. But when I say roses, it's not a literal rose. Wherever you decide, some may go to the beach, some may just walk outdoors. Some may go to the garden. Wherever you out, consider it as you out smelling your roses. Make every day count. Make every aspect of your life count. Look at the skies. Look at the landscape. Look at the boats. So there are boats. There is an island not far, or people even take the boat to go to the get to the airport or to go on the island. There's a little island out. If you see the boats, people go on trips back and forth. So the boat that you see coming in is, taking people back and forth, you know. So I'm not in a mood to go on any boat today. So I'm not taking any boat, but I'm just, walking and sharing my walk experience and findings with you. Look at this, you know. So this is the city in its splendor. You're in the city, but within that area, it's like you're out of the city. So you're surrounded by all the towers and the different buildings and everything. But within that space, it's like you out. It's like, as like I would always say, you have your problems, you have things going on, but within, no matter the turmoil outside, you have peace. So that's what this place remind me of. Because here, look at all the towers out and around. But when you come into that space, here is the pigeon. When you come into that space, so out there is the island. This side, this is Billy Bishop Airport. So you would see, from time to time, you would see the planes going and coming from that. That's a small airport, one of the small airports. So that's what this place reminds me of. Hello, everyone, and welcome for coming. As I said, I'm in the park. I'm at the Harbourfront, right? Just walking. So it's not, walking, it's a little bit difficult for me to actually show you all to read everything. I'm seeing everybody popping up, and thank you for coming, and I appreciate your support for looking, and as I share my live with you, I would go closer to that building so that you all could see. It's called the Sundial Folly. So that building I would show you, it's called the Sundial Folly. The design was done in 1995. It is designed to evolve slowly over time, adapting to the changing weather conditions, interacting with the visitors to the site, and reflecting on its connection to the lake. The self-watering steel walls recalls the historic industrial qualities of Toronto Industrial Port. The open dome catches the sun, directing it across the interior as a sundial, while also framing the view of the open harbor. The reflecting pool mimics a brook or stream, picking up the water from the harbor, passing it through the spare, and feeding it back into the lake, integrating art with nature. Visitors are invited to explore Sundial Folly and consider the natural systems at work around it. So it's a public art and monument collection. It's part of Toronto collections of monuments. So based on the description that I gave you of the sundial and what it should do and how it reflects, that's why I'm taking you along a little closer so you have a view and an appreciation for what it is that was described in my earlier reading. So this is it. And as I go along, the park I show you, it's beautiful. And today it's a nice day. And even if I dressed pretty warm because I knew I was coming down to the lake. But I am surprised that it's not as cold here, right? So these are some of the towers. So you're still seeing in the distance, you are able to see the peak of the CN Tower. This is one of the tallest freestyle buildings in the world. So when you hear about CN Tower, this is the tower. Here, I'm at Harbour Front. So I'm just here enjoying the sights, the sound, then the views. I'm right now in Harbour Square Park, but what you're looking at is the harbour. And it's a beautiful day. And we ought to give God thanks because we are alive and we are well. Tomorrow is not promised. Life is fleeting. Right? So as I said, I took a staycation, meaning I'm on vacation for a few days, but I'm staying at home within the city and enjoying the sights, the sounds, and the things of the city while I'm in the city, right? So this is here you see the trees. So the trees have changed. They would change from green to yellow, some to purple, some to auburn, because we are in the season of fall. So a lot of things would fall in that season, right? Nothing is permanent. And a lot of things would change because this is life. Life is constant. Life changes. Situation changes. Nothing, trouble does not last always. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Oh yes, I know famous would know everywhere. Yeah, oh yes, famous put some history. I appreciate it because as I was saying earlier on, I am walking. So to actually write and read because as look at this beautiful little water streaming there. So thank you famous for that history. The CN Tower has, yes, a lot of restaurants, huge place. And one of these days I'm going to go in and do a live, to show you, look, so this is the water taxi. It takes people to and from the island, to and from, because you're seeing that whole range around, that's the island. There is another boat coming into the harbour, coming in, right? This is Harbour Front. It's a place, recreation. There's other parts of it. It's commerce, the Billy Bishop Airport. You've seen it in the distance, And this is part of Toronto. That's the boardwalk. So I'm walking on this. The harbour is here. And I'm on this boardwalk and you're hearing the waves, crashing, below. We're hearing the plane in the distance. Welcome, welcome everyone. I'm showing the Toronto Harbour Front, Toronto, Canada. I am off today, just took a staycation, a few days off, just to appreciate life, take a mental break from the hustle and bustle and the things of work and just enjoying the sights and sounds and views of the city, just out there, in nature, looking at, things of nature. So welcome everyone and thank you each and every one. I'm seeing you as I said, but because I am walking along the harbour, it's sort of kind of difficult for me to actually be typing and reading, So please, I appreciate that. Hello, hello, Ellie. Hello, welcome everyone. I am grateful for you all here. As I mentioned, I am in the Toronto Harbour front. This is the Harbour Park, right? The Harbour Square Park. So in the park, you walk, you run, you jog, you bicycle, you do whatever. This is under renovation, so it's actually block off that part. That other part here, they block off a certain part of it because they're doing renovational enhancement. So this is the Toronto Harbour. So when you visit, or for those who intend to, you come to the harbour. It's bustling in summertime. You'll see a lot of people, a lot of different things, happen here, to exhibits and so on the harbour front. So I took the opportunity to just take you along. Greatly appreciate you all. I decided, let me just take you all around with me as I walk and, be part of my experience. This is a taxi there, walk going. Oh yes, famous. Very well so. I've been there already, and the glass, I did go on the glass, but I was not for long. I just went on the glass, run back out. I was like, no, 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 no. This is too scary for me. This is Toronto, so I'm showing you all some of the towers in the city. So despite the towers and despite all that, bustle within the city, you have this little place of peace. That's so, as I was saying before, and I would reiterate, tomorrow is not promised. And there's sometimes we going through something all around us, seems chaotic. Things are happening, left, right, and center. But we should have peace. When we connected with God, we find peace. We have solace. So no matter what rock on the outside, because trouble would come. He said the weapons would form, but they would not prosper. So when they form, yeah, they're outside, they're battling, pong, 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 pong. But we do not let them come in, you know. We do not allow them to affect our internal. So look at the beautiful trees. So you see the trees, some are green, but what you tend to find, they are quickly fading out into some in this orange color because it's fall, right? So they're going in this orange color, and then some in this auburn looking color, some yellow. You see this one here? It's green some parts and it's changing. So fall is a lovely time. Tomorrow I have another visit to another area here before this Toronto Star. This is another very big newspaper company in Canada. They occupy the middle tower. These are some of the towers in the downtown. So you see, all around, you have the concrete. You know what we call the concrete jungle. But in the midst, you have the park. You have that place where you come and you sit, you occupy, one of the benches, or you just walk, or you cycle, or you run, whatever is your preference, and you enjoy the sea, the environment, the atmosphere. So I thank everybody for taking the time with me to be in the park, to enjoy the views, to enjoy the water, to enjoy the external atmosphere of the park. It's a beautiful day today. I think I overdressed because I knew I was coming by the water. So I thought it would have been extremely cold, but I'm surprised. It's really nice and just calm and just peaceful, you know. Yeah, this is another boat out there. You see the gray building is the airport in the distance. It's called Billy Bishop Airport. And you see, some of this. You see, look at some of the atmosphere, some of the taller than I. I'm scared of heights. Oh yeah, I don't like heights, but I work. If I could show you my building where I work on the 24th floor. So when I go into work sometimes, like I work remotely, but when I have to report to base, it's the building is like I think it's 36 or 37 floors, and I'm on the 24th floor. And it's not easy at first, but when you go in. But after a while you're working, you're focusing, you forget you on the 24th, except you want to go look at one of the planes, except you're going to look out and, from the glass and you're looking out and you're seeing, things in the city, you're seeing the vehicles, and then you remember, oh, I'm on the 24th. But other than that, it's not that bad. Once you in it, you don't. Do you have the ferry? Yes, I got some before. I'm famous. I walked around. I could probably just make another round to show the ferry and go back. For those who haven't seen the CN Tower, I could just, go back because it's not far and just show you that. Yes, famous, I could do that. So famous would be familiar with all of that. All that, look at the ferries going out. Its horn is blowing and it's going out. I was there and left. I saw people having lunch. Look at one. Look at another small one. Look at the ferry heading out. You would see it coming out, busting out from, you see? The ferry is the second one. So I would go back so you could see CN Tower. Look at that little piece of the tower peeping out from the tower of that building. CNE is one of the world's tallest freestanding building in the world. Right? This is the CN Tower. As Famous had mentioned, approximately 300 and plus restaurants. There's a glass in the middle that you walk, and when you walk, so Famous, you see the ferry heading out? It's heading out. When you walk on that glass, it looks so scary. You could see underneath you're seeing like the vehicles and the building below like ants. So I just went a tip of that glass, took a picture and ran back because I'm scared of to look at it. For me, it was nerve-wracking. So I don't know this time when I go back, I should take that as an opportunity to, hey, I'm going to face my fears and I am going to go back on that glass and do a live. Right? So I'm trying to keep my word to you guys, hold me accountable. So next time I'll try to do that, because when I go, I don't go near to the glass at all because I find it is very scary looking. So I avoid it as much. So I would just, before I end the live, to you all beautiful people, I would bring you back to the area where you would see the tower and where you would see some of the boats. One of the ferry already left. You see how beautiful it is? So you see the trees all looking green, but then they soon fade to yellow, auburn, purple. It's beautiful in fall. And fall is one of my favorite seasons, because a lot of things have to fall because they are not useful to the next season. You cannot take them with you to the next season. They are not useful. They would not survive. So they have to fall. And fall, sometimes it gets really chilly. But today, I'm surprised, Harbourfront, it was not as chilly here for me. But it is normally it could get very chilly, so you have to dress warm within that time. So I'm taking you all back to the harbor, where I would do one last, show you the boats on the harbor, and then I would also show you the CN Tower in the distance. So you have an appreciation, or you have a look to see some of the beautiful things around the city. So even if you see those towers, tall towers, this place, the Harbour Park, is a quiet area. It's the Harbour Square Park, quiet. You lovely. It's a place peaceful. You look at the waters, you listen, you look at the waters, you see the birds, you see the planes passing in the distance. So this is some of the boats on the harbor. Saw a few left. So during the course, they come and they go. Right? Look at one coming. They take people out on tours. So some people they go around and you have a view of the city from out there. So they operate um, within this time. And in the distance of the tower, behind this tower, you see the CN Tower. I'm going to go a little up closer so you can have an appreciation for it and actually see the tower in its glory, standing tall. And that's how we ought to stand tall and stand brave and standing our purpose, standing our power, standing our salvation, standing our redemption, standing on our healing. We have to take a stand. And this building, when I show you the CN Tower standing tall in the midst of the other towers, and it's unique, the shape of it. Sorry, I was moving away, but right. So you see the CN Tower. It's standing tall in the middle there. Slender, some parts, right at the top. Very slender looking with this ball. But it's standing tall. So that's how we stand, tall, no matter the adversity. So you see the CN Tower, that peculiar shaped building, as famous mentioned, over 300 and so restaurants. You see how it's shaped? Look at the other towers, but you see how it's shaped different? It's not like the other towers. It's peculiar shape. It is one of the tallest freestanding structure in the world. This is the CN Tower in Toronto. It's on, right? So that's how we stand tall. You see, in the midst of all these giant other towers, but it's standing there, tall, standing, right? These are some of the beautiful flowers around, you know. This is the Beaver Trail, that building. These are some of the boats in the harbor. I thank you, everyone, for being on this live with me, for being here. I am so grateful. And thank you, Famous. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Famous, for giving the little history, for me. Because, as I said, I'm walking along the harbor and doing the live. So what it does is, most times, sometimes the sun appear in my eyes, so the reading on the phone, So thank you, Famous. Thank you, everyone. And Famous, thank you for giving them the little, the history and what it is in the city. It's a beautiful city. You can do a lot, without having to spend money and and stuff like that. Because I said this is a staycation for me. I took some days off and I'm not traveling anywhere, right? But I'm staying. So part of my day is just to recuperate, come out, enjoy the sun, enjoy the views and sight. So Harbourfront, today is my first stop, I decided to come down here. Look at another boat coming in here was another boat coming into the harbor, right? So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Remember to give a like. Thank you, everyone. So the boat is coming into the harbor and it's going to anchor. It's called a Queen. Oh yeah, Queen in its own right. This one is Empress. You have City Cruises. You have Odyssey, Toronto, and you have loads of them. So this one coming in with two people. So they go on tours throughout, the harbor area. Some even go to the island, out on the other side. They are homes and so on the other side. So there's an airport in the distance. So some of them would go, to their toast, show people, go out in the city, show people what the city look like from out there. And it's beautiful. I would do it on summer. I normally, do it not around this time, although the weather is not, bad at this time. So thank you everyone for staying with me and taking in the views and the sights and the colors and of the city. Look at how green. So you see they are green, the trees. Then you see this one is starting to turn yellow because it's fall season. And then this is another one here. Look at that beautiful color. You see the color changing too? And then the leaves turn and they fall. You see some on the ground. So they then change as the seasons change. The leaves color changes, some of the color changes, and then they fall because we are in the season of fall. Look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful. Oh, yes, I thank you all for taking the walk with me around the harbor front and looking at the sights and the sounds and just looking at the water and just, enjoying the great outdoors. It's beautiful. Isn't life beautiful? No matter what we face, no matter the issues, life is beautiful. Once we have life, we have hope. Tomorrow is not promised. So this is the a lifeguard. So when it is summertime and another time, you always have, lifeguard station. So they, anything happen, they right here because it's a body of water. This is the harbor, right? So thank you everyone for being with me. It was a pleasure. As I mentioned, I am at the Harbour Front, Toronto, Canada. I am at the Harbour Park, right? It's a place where you walk, you bike, you run, whatever you choose to do. If you want to come and you want to hop on a ferry, you want to, book and take the ferry and they take you out on the island or they take you on the outskirts and you look at the city from out there, you're welcome to do so. There are a lot of restaurants, there are a lot of, things that you could do and enjoy, you know. Look at the lovely, you see how lovely they are? Changing, so they change from, say green, and then they start turning yellow, and some would turn purple. Look at the vine on the other side has turned purple. So on the building, it's turning into this color that has purple hues, right? And look at this, right? Look at this plane. Look how beautiful it is out. Look at, so what you're looking at is the water, just, and in the distance you can find all the lovely vast body of water on the harbor front. It's a beautiful day to be outdoors and to enjoy the great outdoors. Welcome everyone. Thank you for taking my walk with me, my staycation day off with me. I took a few days to rejuvenate, to think, to just recharge, just spend time in the great outdoors, What it, yeah, and have some time. You know. So, yep, so this is, you see people walking, you see people jogging, you see people biking. So despite you on this, you see all the tall buildings and towers on the outskirt. This is an inner part, an inner facility where you enjoy. So thank you everyone. Chimeri, thank you everyone for viewing. Thank you for stopping by and experience this with me. Thank you everyone. Your presence is greatly appreciated. I thank you. This is just a pop-up live. I decide to come, let's take my staycation and just, be outdoors. I had a date with my older daughter, and she's sitting somewhere in the park reading, and I decided to do a live and show people, what it is, how beautiful a day is today, and wherever you are, no matter what the day brings, we are grateful for the day because we are here, we are alive. We may have little aches and pains, we may have, but whatever it is, we are thankful because some person elsewhere would want to trade spaces, with you. So just be grateful for life, no matter what the day brings. And once we alive, we hope, and thank you, everyone, for being here, sticking it out, taking in the views of the city with me at the Toronto Harbour front. Enjoying the harbor, the views, the towers ahead, the greenery, the change in color as the season change. Remember today, each and every one of you, season change. And the word I would leave with you is trouble does not last always. So no matter what you are going through today, remember tomorrow it could be better. Trouble does not last always. As somebody who willingly and unknowingly been into a lot of trouble in different areas of their life, it does not last. And when we face, what we consider trouble, I realized each and every one of my pain was for a purpose. It was part of my calling. I couldn't escape it. Some of it I couldn't escape it, and it brings out resilience, it brings out faith, it brings out patience, it brings out love, the ability that you have to forgive and forget. I had a situation in my life, it was very, very difficult for me to fully forgive because of the different trials and stuff that I went through. So I would say, oh, well, I forgive, but then something would happen and it triggered back. So when you have to learn now to recognize what triggers us. When the trigger appear, because they would appear, we wait. Let it pass. We don't have to answer everything. Every dog passing back, we don't have to mash or go, after it. Like, and then when I say dog, I'm talking literally, right, or whatever. So I'm not talking literally. Sorry. And then so everything, we don't have to be quick to respond. And then we reframe our thoughts. And it's like, what I could make of that situation. I don't have to look at it because people are always going through things. And that's no excuse to be shabby, and that's no excuse, to hurt people. But you recognize, you don't take offense. And you look at it like, I don't have to take the disrespect. I don't have to entertain. I could simply excuse myself. But sometimes we don't have to retaliate, retaliate, the way we wanna. And remember, the weapons may form. The word didn't tell us that no weapon, they would form. They didn't tell us, oh, no weapon would form. It tells us the weapons would form, but they would not prosper. And remember the word for today, trouble does not last always. So it is well, and I thank each and everyone for coming and popping up on my impromptu live as I share the views, the outs and about of the Toronto Harbour and the Harbour Square Park in Toronto. And thank you, everybody. I appreciate each and every comment and each and every interaction that occur within that safe space. Remember to like. Also remember to subscribe correctly. Now shorts are now 3-something minutes. So of course you will probably could connect on a video, but not on the 1 minute. And so you connect on videos correctly. You comment, you like, and then you subscribe. So have an awesome day, everyone. Thank you for being here. I would end the live at this point. Remember the mantra for today: trouble does not last always. Have a beautiful one. Where I am, I can't really read all the comments, but I'm seeing everyone. Patience, Sir Brune, everybody that come up. But where I am, it's like, I cannot read properly because the glare and so in my eyes. And I just appreciate each and every one of you that been here and stood here with me as I on my staycation and as I walk through on Harbour Front. Trouble does not last always. Have an awesome one, everyone. Love and best wishes.